Good morning, welcome to a morning review. This is Kim Watson speaking on Tuesday the 6th of October. Okay, looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see, well, yesterday ended up breaking back down into the range of the previous week or two. We're now sort of sitting there really quite close to the trend line here that I've got on there, the rising trend line. A break of the lows here could see us coming, well, continuing my bearish overall picture or view on the euro to the was expecting for quite some time a continuation of this sort of downside move, but it's yet to materialize, but it could still happen. There was a sort of a head and shouldery pattern sitting here on the bigger time frame. We haven't broken the highs of that right hand shoulder yet, so it could at some stage still roll over effectively, but it is quite choppy, and when you look at the smaller time frames you can see the chop a little bit clearer, and it's sort of the direction is simply sideward at the moment. Today, at the moment, we got the daily pivot above us. We could, there's a reasonable chance we could get up towards that sort of region, maybe further. If it starts rolling beyond that point, well, looking at the R1, as I say, and maybe even yesterday's highs. Looking to the downside here, well, we've got the S1 below us. We could see this break of these lows here and run down towards that S1. It's effectively, it's not, well, has confirmed a lower high, so it's broken the low there, so it's put a lower high in, and in fact it's almost, yeah, pretty much but a series of lower highs in, so a break to the bottom could be a possibility here, but it is in that sort of chop mode, which doesn't make it easy. Looking at cable, let's just check on euro. Sorry, just there's factory orders out this morning, German factory orders that's already out. There's not a lot of data coming through. So Eurogroup meetings today, day 2 of that, the economic financial managers finance meetings going on as well. So there's data coming out, or there's meetings happening. The data may come out. We may see some comments coming from that, but we've got Draghi speaking at 6 o'clock this evening. That's probably the sort of the biggest one. Due to speak in Frankfurt. No, I was just checking experience. That's all I've got really at the moment. So due to speak in Frankfurt, so at 6 o'clock this evening, we could see a bit of volatility going on with the euro. Okay, right, let's have a look at the pound. The pound's disappointed in a sense. It got up to its upper bands and it's just rolled over again. It did it on Friday, it did it again today, yesterday rather, Monday. And well, it's back down at that lower band. Maybe this is the opportunity to play it back towards that monthly pivot. That said, it's quite an easy one. If it breaks the lows here, well, it's probably off to the bottoms again. Not looking particularly bullish on this current candle, but it has put a 4-hourly pivot swing in at these lows here as well. So it could swing to the upside. As I'm saying that, I'll bring it down to the hourly and look at the hourly, and it's selling off quite sharply, but has got an untouched daily pivot above us, so we may see a draw of that later. The bearish side I'd be looking at to break of the lows here. This trend line here would be more aiming towards the bearish side. That would be the break of that sort of lower daily band as well, so we'll see how we go. But for now, again, it's a bit like the euro. We just need to be guided by some early morning trading, and this is what we had to look for yesterday. We eventually got a long into the euro yesterday and managed to make some money in the early morning, but there was not a lot to be done later unless you'd been aiming for the short side. Okay. Dollar yen, I'm not going to say too much here because it's just chopping still within its range from a daily perspective. Not much there to be said. Daily pivot's already been hit. Any strengthening, well, the weekly pivot's yet to be hit below, and that would be a reasonable target to the downside. So maybe, well, it's got targets such as the 50 EMA that's already been tested, so that may break through this time. So certainly we could see it running back down towards that weekly pivot at some point. Okay, Aussie dollar. good continuation move here. It's there's one of the strongest pairs against the US dollar at the moment, running up quite well. Looking by the day closer to that daily 50, which has already been again hit before, so we could well see that run through. Okay, sitting elsewhere, putting a series of higher lows in, so it's doing all the right things effectively here. There was no change to the interest rates overnight, so that's gave it a bit of excitement as well, propped it up some more. Already caught daily pivot. There's no sort of draws on it to the downside. It may just consolidate and continue pushing up. It's already through its R1 though. R2 may just, as it did yesterday, provide a bit of resistance if it gets up to there. May see a bit of a correction from that point, but at the moment it's moving quite healthily to the upside. But it's got little in it in terms of meat for me for a day trade, intraday trade at the moment. Okay, not much else. As I say, the only news really significant is now we've got the financial I can't even say it. The financial meetings going on, running through today. Financial ministers meetings. That's what I really wanted to say. That's it. Okay, going on through today, and that's about it. I'm just looking. US dollars trade balance out 130, and so it's quite a day on the news front. Right, have a great day. Bye for now.